The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 32. You get the Nasdaq up 3. S&Ps are up 3.5. Gold's up $5 at $12.04. We get silver up 5 cents, $15.04 an ounce. Light sweet crude's catching a bid out here this morning, up 77 cents rather, $67.98 a barrel. And notes and bonds just refuse to give it up. You get the 10-year note right now down 120.06. 30-year bond flat, 144.10. They both had monster volume the last 2 days. You get buyers out there. When we had the 10-year auction last week, it was the biggest auction since 2007. And guess what? $2.93 was going after every dollar in debt. So bottom line,
lots of dollars.
Still buyers out there. King dollar's flat out here at 255 rather. The euro is at 113.81 to one US dollar. The yen is at 110.76 to one US dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade. Don't forget, folks, Kevin and his team just started a new show, Fast Market. Couldn't be a better time to start a new show because summer trading. Guess what? You wouldn't know the difference. Not this year. Not this year. No way. And then, of course, the show every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't test driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner on the top or the side. Bring it up. You can trade with paper money. Follow Kevin and his team. Kevin Hinks, what's going on, brother?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You guys are exactly right. This summer trading has not felt like a regular summer because we're getting some serious movement in these markets, not only from earnings, but in markets in general.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And you know what's amazing, Kevin, is that like August 10th or whatever day it is out here.
14th, I believe.
It's the 14th already? Oh, my God.
Sorry to break it to you.
That's even crazy. Right? Seriously, because what happens is that we know the closer you get to Labor Day, the closer this baby's going to get fired up. And, of course, we're all trying to figure out, like, okay, what is the big money going to be doing when they're basically rubbing their eyes and saying, okay, you know, where are we going to position ourselves here for the next few months? We had Home Depot come out with big numbers. You know, bottom line is that it's flat out here this morning, but that was a good number, man. 8% year over year on stores, and they're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's pretty intriguing, man.
Nice,
you know?
Yeah.
Exactly right. Lowe's puts up a good number, and you know, here's the point that we're going to make on today's Fast Market show. We're going to discuss, and we were discussing just now with Oliver Rennick. Something's not in line with this housing market. Right? Lowe's shouldn't be making this much money and doing this well if this housing market is really as soft as everyone thinks it is. Right? Because the housing stocks, the builders like, you know, Lennar and D.R. Horton and Toll Brothers and Pulte Group, they're all struggling, but something's going on with this. How is Lowe's and Home Depot, how are they doing well in a soft housing market? It just something just doesn't make sense, which poses the question, Tom and Tommy, are we getting this home builders sector wrong in terms of trading it?
So listen to this. Something anecdotal, right? This is pretty cool. So 2 weeks ago, you know, we're building a lot of houses, right? So 2 weeks ago, before I pulled more permits, right, I says, okay, man, I got to put a house up for sale just to test the market because I was nervous to pull more permits, right? Put the house, this is in St. Petersburg, put the house up for sale at the right price, decent price, right? Sold it in 4 hours and it closed in 10. I says, okay, we're good. Sure. You know what I mean? But I was getting nervous too, and that's why I put it up. But guess what? If it's at the right price, and it was $320, so it wasn't, you know, cheap, wasn't really expensive.
That's that perfect area, Tom.
Yeah.
That people love. It's that starter home or that second level home.
Exactly.
And if it's done right, I think what maybe going on with this housing market, maybe, now I'm not an expert, you're much more in tune with this than I am, is I think we're lacking supply. I think some of the housing numbers are reflecting lack of supply. And that long-term will be good for the home builders.
No, there's no doubt. And you have the supply, and then, some of them are too expensive. I mean, that's it.
Right.
When you get over that 450, that's tough. That's a tough nut to crack. It really is. Do you know what I mean? So.
Right, and you take some of your demand off the table.
You do.
When you go to a higher price point.
You do. The Home Depots and the Lowe's, to me, if I've seen anything, especially in this area, but I think it's happening everywhere, everyone's doing over the house, which is pretty cool. And that helps. Every neighborhood gets better.
Sure.
I mean, that seems to be a reality right now. So, it's...
And, Lowe's is an interesting stock, Tom and Tommy, because it's lagged Home Depot forever. Home Depot is clearly the leader in this space. But Marvin Ellison, who left JCPenney for Lowe's, is a Home Depot alumni.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alumni. So maybe, Lowe's might be something, a turnaround story in Lowe's. And Lowe's stock has rallied since he came on. But, it's just, I look at these stocks and they're all, something's going on with this housing market that we may be missing or not catching on to an opportunity here.
Yeah, no, and if I think if we learned anything, the business is so large and it employs so many people, it's important that it doesn't have to go gangbusters, but you want it to be steady over a long period of time.
Yeah,
that's
for sure. Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the employment level at decent wages are pretty amazing. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be wild.
Right.
Watching this thing.
So, the NFIB small business optimism came out this morning, Tom. Right, and that's one of those forward-looking numbers.
Yes.
Right, and we got that number early this morning. Came out 107.9. Only once in history, Tom, has it been higher than that. It hit 108 in 1983. The highest reading since then came out this morning from small businesses.
Oh, I'd like that. What's so cool about that, folks? If you went around in 1983, this economy started cooking, and like Reagan came in, started really cooking about 1981, and it cooked big time until the crash of '87. I mean, that was cooking, man.
So we're talking about some extreme optimism in those forward-looking numbers for this economy. So that tells me that there's still some gas in the tank here.
Yes. No, I'd agree, because I don't think the debt levels are up there like they have been in the past. You know what I mean? I think, after you come down to the crash like we had, I think people just, I hope they have more common sense. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. No,
I don't know. I mean, do you want credit card debt is, and auto debt. I mean, it's a big number, man. It's
auto debt, I know.
Credit card and auto. I
Right.
mean, the 0% loans have been pushed out, and so there's a lot of debt out there.
Yeah.
And that consumer.
Which is dangerous.
Angle of things, right?
I don't know if they've made their house a piggy bank yet. That's,
for sure.
That's the big number. Do you know what I mean? Once the house is a piggy bank, then it's trouble in paradise.
As in, you take out all the equity in your house, and then what do you do?
Exactly. What do you do when that's gone?
Pulls back, or rates go higher.
Yeah. Wild. So we're going to be talking fast market out here today, folks. Right here, 45 minutes from now. Great program. It's a live program, folks. And Kevin and Tom, they're looking at trades, and they both look at different strategies. Great program.
Totally.
Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to showing 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's up 59, Nasdaq's up 14, S&Ps are up 6. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are up 45. You get the Nasdaq up 13. S&Ps are up 5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Darryl Martin from Apex Investing. Darryl, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Doing fantastic.
Cool, man. Cool. So, currencies, we've got a lot of movement in currencies over here. You know, markets themselves. I heard that you've put everything you have into the lira.
Exactly. There's so much going on over here right now. Well, pound, you know, it had a nice little pop last night, and then came on back down. And you know, we got the euro's also moving. So really, the euro and the pound are the main two movers that I've seen today. What have you been seeing on the? Of course, you got pound yen. So
yeah, and you know, folks, if you haven't test driven the Nadex platform, it's a great time to do it. Because what you do have here is that whether you're trading indices, whether you're trading commodities, currencies, these currencies have been moving, and they've been moving pretty intensely, and not necessarily at our market hours, which is pretty cool.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
when you get a regular job. I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
Off-peak hours, definitely. Yeah.
Off-peak hours.
You can trade them from, what, 6 p.m. to like 3 p.m. the next day.
Yeah.
So,
And you know, what's intriguing, of course, is that, you know, of course, you have the lira that's pushing around a lot of other currencies, but then we have Great Britain. It's like, what are they going to do? I mean, you know, what's so wild is that we haven't heard about, you know, Brexit in, Brexit out for the last 3 days.
Too much going on in the world to talk about that.
Exactly.
We have like 4, 5, 6 months before all that gets sorted out.
That's going to be.
I say obviously sarcastically. They have a lot to sort out in the span of about 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man.
Yeah.
You know. So the. Well, you know, looking at Bitcoin, you know, Tommy got a chart here. This is pretty intense.
This is pretty cool. So I posted this in the den.
Yeah.
And it's from a tweet from Joe Weisenthal. Oh, no, I just deleted it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So if somebody had bought the Turkish lira, taken the Turkish lira and bought in Bitcoin, if you're in Turkey, January 1st, you take your lira, you say, you know what, I don't trust the lira, I'm going to put it into Bitcoin January 1st, you have less money today than you would have just stuck with the lira, which just speaks to how hurt Bitcoin really has been.
Yeah.
And of course, it was up at 20,000. It went below 6,000 today. But when you look at that chart, it's pretty staggering when somebody just says that to you.
He should have a chart of their gold too to see how much gold you'd have. You'd have a lot of gold.
Sure.
Even though gold's down.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, when you're taking a look at Bitcoin, folks, of course, you remember that you can trade the weeklies in them, you can trade the monthlies in them. So there's some action there.
We're at some critical levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is a fantastic instrument to trade if you want to take advantage of that volatility, because you are going to get your volatility. So I know I hear, sometimes you'll hear traders complaining about lack of volatility. It's like, check out crypto. So it's definitely something worth looking at. And then, but it's also great. Like, people are a little nervous to trade it because, just the insane volatility. It's that double-edged sword.
Oh.
And
careful what you ask for. You want some volatility? We'll give you some volatility.
Seriously, man. Yeah.
And it's, when you put this on the chart, and so I just put it on a daily, right? And you go back to December, which is when it was at 20,000. As you come into, there's your January, where are we? So there's your January, which is 16,000. That's what it speaks to on that lira. And these moves look tiny, right? But man, when you get in here, you're going from 82,000 to under 8,200 to under 6,000. Huge moves, let alone the run up 6,000 up to 8,500. I mean, you don't see those moves in equity markets.
It's a big number.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah. So what else are you looking at out there, Daryl?
There's not. I mean, it's been a little bit quieter today as far as just this session.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've been monitoring, as usual, Nasdaq, Dow, stuff like that.
Sure.
Just haven't really got the movements that I like to trade on. So I'm just sort of sitting back and being patient.
That's important. There's no doubt about that. Oil, we've had some good movement in oil.
And gold, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just looking for volatility, what do you think about some of those markets, Daryl? Have you been watching those commodities? What's I
mean, energies are great. So I love oil, and I love it when it climbs up, of course, obviously. And just because, when it comes crashing down, it's fantastic. But that bear suit, right, Tommy?
Oh, listen, I'm just laughing at the volatility. It's been both ways, right? It's like no matter what year. I mean, I just pulled the chart back. I mean, talk about Monday, right? You go from Monday 67.50 down to almost 65.50. And guess what? We're back above 67.50 now, man. It doesn't take long. Right up to 68, yeah. And, of course,
we got a couple good, 15, 20-point moves on NASDAQ that were, catchable. So as far as on that side, but I see a lot of things just hovering around settlement right now. I did not have oil up this morning, so probably wish I would have, right? But
I mean, there's volatility in a lot of places. So.
I didn't catch what you just said.
And he did not have oil up this morning.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, on the flip side, I just pulled up the Nasdaq, and that's quite a move as well. 74.60 down to 7,400. Now 20 points right back up from that level. So
it seems to me we got a slow roll happening, meaning the market's rolling over.
To the negative side. Anyways,
yeah.
Right.
And because what's intriguing is that when it's August 14th, and you look back, it's January 26th. The high was in the Dow Industrials. That's quite a while ago now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And,
wow.
Yeah, I know. It's you can forget that pretty easy when the S&P is right next to its high and the Nasdaq is at high still.
Yeah. And then you get the talk of Apple hitting $1 trillion.
Exactly.
You get Amazon, Jeff Bezos taking over the world. So
Apple's going to go broke now.
Who says?
Erdogan, because
Erdogan? Okay.
you're not going to be able to buy iPhones. He wants everyone to boycott iPhones in Turkey.
I'm sure Tim Cook is shaking in his boots.
That's going to save the lira.
Not a lot of common sense coming out of Turkey right now from their authoritarian regime. So,
Daryl, I think you're going to have to call your daughter, tell her you're going to sell all the horses, put them into lira now, so that you can buy a big ranch.
But no iPhones, sure. With that lira. Too funny, man.
As long as we can still get Samsungs, I think should be okay. So.
Yeah.
They got the new Note 9 coming out.
I saw that.
Is that the $1,000 one there?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So, do you have a Samsung or an iPhone?
I have Samsung. I used to have iPhones.
Okay.
And I don't know, years ago when they switched all their plugs.
Yeah.
And I had everything was built for my iPhone. Speakers and plugs. And I was like, well, if they're going to switch the plugs, I'm going to see what else there is. Not that I was going to leave. I was just going to see what else there was. And then I got my hands on a Note, and I've never looked back. I love the Notes.
Do you? Okay, cool. That's good.
Once you're in an ecosystem, it's tough. I mean, you have an Android phone. I have an iPhone.
Right.
I did have an Android in the beginning, but I was only in there at about a year or two, or my first phone, where it wasn't fully caught up in the system.
Right.
But
I stayed away from Androids at first because they were so complex and also different. And, But Samsung's taking it to a different level. I mean, that, to me, they're actually more intuitive, even which I mean, it's hard to believe, but easier than iPhones. So I like them a lot.
Well, it makes sense, right? If you have a Samsung, that's what you should think. Otherwise, if you thought Apple was better, you'd be an Apple person. Because that's how I feel about Apple.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's
I like my stylus.
right. No, listen. It's amusing in terms of that. When I heard that number, you didn't think Samsung's come a long way, man. Because if you ever said Samsung could compete with Apple for a $1,000 phone, Samsung always had the maybe a little bit cheaper. I don't want to say that in a negative manner.
Yeah,
but,
no,
You're right. Yeah.
And to be competing for $1,000 phones is right up there with the best of the best.
No, I love Samsung.
Yeah.
Period. Just appliances. They have a lot of good products.
I agree.
There's no doubt about that.
Well, they tie everything together, I mean, really well.
Yeah.
So, like Samsung TVs, I can just put a button and everything's like on my
Yeah.
That is nice. Yeah.
Okay, man. Listen, you have a great one, safe one. Of course, we look forward to speaking to you next Wednesday.
All right. See you then, man. Have a good one.
Tuesday. We'll get there.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Talk about time flying. Summer going by.
Oh, that's good. When I'm a day ahead of myself, that's a good thing. I'm not
Got an
behind.
extra day. Perfect.
Yeah. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate your growl and a problem with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow up 85, Nasdaq's up 20, S&Ps are up 9. There's a little volatility there, you know?
For sure, man.
When
Definitely.
when you did the first update, the Dow was almost up about 90. It went down to up only 20.
Definitely.
Big numbers. Now, crypto, though, whole different ball
You wanna
game,
talk about
folks.
both directions,
Let's
man.
talk crypto.
So
okay.
we'll start off with just a recent chart of Bitcoin, basically, right? We're trading at 6,085. Let's see, what are we looking at? I believe an hourly. So this is an hourly chart we're looking at. This morning, we had dipped below that 6,000 mark at about, I say this morning, 10 and 11 o'clock last night. And even again at about 2 in the morning, we were under that level. And not that long ago, man, we were up there. We'll call it July 24th. We were up approaching 8,500, down to 5,900. And it's only August 14th. July 24th, August 14th, right? But to pull that back, look at the run, right? July 12th. We're sitting at the same level.
Yep.
July 24th, 25th. So it's really remarkable, though, when you start looking at this. So jumping around to a few different things, right? We talked about this tweet already, but bringing it back, how far Bitcoin has declined. Now, of course, the lira all over the press, right? This is a tweet from Joe Weisenthal, who was on Bloomberg, but pretty remarkable. It makes sense if you think about it, but when you just put it in context, that the blue is Bitcoin, the white is the lira, and if you basically took your lira, anybody in Turkey said, you know what, I don't trust the lira, January 1st, I'm going to put it into Bitcoin. Guess what? Unfortunately, you have less money than if you just kept it in the lira, which just speaks to the real depreciation in that Bitcoin price. And you see, it was all at the beginning of the year. You know, we've had volatility. But in terms of the other currencies, right?
Yeah,
Cryptocurrencies.
When you see these numbers, it's hard to comprehend, folks.
So Ethereum. Now this is a weekly, I believe. Yes, this is a weekly chart we're looking at now in Ethereum.
Yeah.
High of 1424.30. That's
$1,400.
Correct. That was near the highs of Bitcoin as well.
Yes.
We're talking about January of this year. Bitcoin basically peaked out in December. 1424.30. You're talking about Ethereum now sitting at 255.74. Quite a haircut from that 1400 number. And we went down all the way to, let's see, 363. We got all the way back up to 838, right? And now we're back down to 255. And in the same...
it doesn't look like it's done yet.
No, right? And in the same logic, Ripple, which made all the head waves, it's similar time. We're just looking at, now this is a 3-day chart just to pull things together, every bar representing 3 days. Highs of 330 at the time, and I believe there was the article that was making its way across the entire globe as you had the co-founder now richer than the Google founders on paper. Not exactly a position that you could just liquidate in one day, otherwise he may have. But that down 93% from when that was written, and quite a number when you're looking at.
And now, what's intriguing about this one?
25 cents from 330.
Well, that's pretty intriguing because, like, I never bought any.
Yes.
Okay? But when I see 25 cents, I think, oh, man, maybe throw a couple $100 at it.
It's much better than what's at $3.30.
Yeah,
man.
right.
And Ripple does have some big financial backers in terms of legitimate players in the financial arena that have invested in this, which is what you like to see. Because they're all so risky anyway. Why not be on the same team with, and I forget which ones they are, but they got some big banks in there behind them. And, Ethereum in the same way. And that's kind of what I mentioned during the break when we were pulling up. It's like these are the high flyers that actually might be around forever.
Yeah.
These aren't the ICOs that are just scams from the get-go, in my opinion, a lot of them.
Right.
These are actually the cream of the crop, right?
Yeah.
Which is really intense when you look at it with that type of a context.
It is. No, it is. It's
If you remember, too, I told the story when we were really peaking out, when cryptos were crazy, about the 2 young kids, right, that were hanging out in the sauna at the gym that I went to, and they were talking about that maybe using their student loans to be buying. It was right around this time, I believe.
No, it was. I know.
And
We should have
hopefully,
that clip.
hopefully they proceeded with caution, as I was trying to give them the idea that the last thing you'd ever want to do is be buying this type of vehicle with money on loan in any capacity, let alone a student loan or something like that. And man, quite a decline, but like you said, man, it might not be over, right? Everything's kind of an arbitrary value. If it can go from $3.30 to 25, why can't it be at 8 cents tomorrow? Or
no. And listen, folks, we have a great new show. Jason Paff kicks us off 8:30 in the morning. He has a lot of great data that is behind this, and so it's really cool listening to him because I'm technical, but I love hearing that fundamental stuff because it totally makes sense because the data that he's searching, to me, is just volumes. You know what I mean? It's like,
and it's more than volumes, too, to put there. I pulled up because he goes over, searches on the internet, right? He goes over wallets getting open.
Right.
So this is charts from his Dutch book newsletter, comes out every Monday. You can get that newsletter right over at thedutchbook.com, completely free. And so I just jumped to some of the charts he has in here. And so you're talking to Jason, I know, this afternoon on your show.
Oh, good.
So you can talk about this as well. But pretty cool when you look at what he combines in here. So, of course, you have the charts, right? He's looking at different areas, support and resistance. And then, as well, he's looking at, and this is almost, I think, a market profile type as things are going here, right? The volume thinning, you know, in terms of where we are, right? And then volume profiles the last 30 days. I mean, talk about some cool data, right?
I know.
And then
what has happened, folks, is that like the first time we're getting into lows, it went down exponentially, and that's why I felt like it was going to bounce, and it was a great bounce. But this time, as it's going down, the searches are going down too. That's what he was saying this morning.
Here's the Google search index versus price, you know, and you can see the trading volume the last 30 days. There's, you know, this is July 30th, right? This is July 24th. That was the high there, July 24th, all right? And then look at the trail off. So it's not coincidental, right? Unique wallets on the network. So a wallet is where you can store your cryptocurrencies, right? Pretty similar. There's July 24th. We haven't grown from that level. We haven't exactly pulled back, but we're right where we were on July 4th, which is intriguing. We peaked above, but we pulled back. Total transactions, pretty similar deal. And then, so this is where he's looking at for maximum value in terms of where it could settle. And goes through.
You know, it's interesting, too. If you were listening this morning, folks, we had with Jason at 8:30, and then Larry right after that was really great. He had done the Fibonacci expansion contractions, you know, from where it is. And if Bitcoin basically breaks the 6,000, you know, with conviction, 3,800 is on the cards. And that was with Larry's. That was his 1 to 1.618 on the way down, and Jason was at about 3,000. So it's pretty cool, you know, just in general. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Like it's like, okay, so
you better make sure that you understand that probably everything is on the table if you're trading cryptos, man. That's I mean, that's right. That's how I would look at things. I would.
You want to make sure that's throwaway money, folks.
Yes.
If you're going to be getting and listen.
You just
that's why
leave it right there.
That's why the Nadex platform is so good. I mean, it just meaning if you're doing it for a month or something or a week, you know, it's different ball game. But if you're really putting funds into it and you're going to sock them away for a while, just make sure that you know. That is
risk capital.
All risk capital.
You got it.
And risk capital that you're not going to need.
I mean, it's just remarkable, man, in terms of those numbers. When you look at Ethereum, 1424, right? Ripple, $3.30 down to 25, and then of course Bitcoin, 20,000 now down to I mean, critical levels on Bitcoin, man. You know, we've been at this level a few different times. This is a weekly chart, and it's like the first low was 65, second low was 58.08, and now we're at 58.92, and we're right there. So that number.
And you know, our man Dave White, he's showing us in the dead that we get Overstock.com's down 7%.
Okay.
And what that's all about, folks, is that they are counting on cryptocurrencies in a big way.
They're going to make a big move in there.
Right.
Yep.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 97, Nasdaq's up 35, S&Ps are up 11.5, gold's up 610, silver's up 8 cents. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is up 97. You get the Nasdaq up 33. S&Ps are up 11.5. Let's go over and see what's going on with Square here. So Square is up 214. You're trading at all-time high. Lows 24. The high 74. That's a big number, man.
It's a nice little uptrend.
That's a huge uptrend. So let's see what they're saying.
You want me to just pull this over?
Yeah.
Because this is the headline, right? We were checking it out during the break. There we go. Yeah, that the stock jumped to all-time highs because their Cash App downloads surpass PayPal's Venmo. Pretty remarkable. And then they get into the numbers. So their Cash App now totals 33.5 million for downloads.
Okay.
Doesn't mean those people are using that on a regular basis, but still.
And what is the Cash App? Is that how you...
It must be how you can send money, I'm assuming.
Oh,
so, I mean, like,
interesting.
I can send money with PayPal. I actually don't have their Venmo account, but I believe I have a Venmo account.
Okay.
I'm comfortable using PayPal. And even in, you know, if you're renting out a place, like I have a duplex, right? I was able to accept rent over PayPal, super easy, no fees, nothing.
Right.
But I don't use Venmo, but I think I've got money from
something
Venmo.
like this. I got it.
Yeah,
Okay. Right.
As those are all the rates
That's a
these days.
big number, 33.5 million downloads.
Definitely, and especially when you see Venmo's only at 32.9, and they're talking about that it could exceed 100 million in sales by 2020 if it continues. Now, see, that's interesting. I don't know how that is calculated because a lot of these services are actually free until you really get into deeper levels in terms of just sending money back and forth is something that is usually free, I believe. I know I can do that with PayPal, and I believe you can do it with their Venmo app as well, but obviously they're
making some money somewhere.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so pretty remarkable.
Let me
Go ahead, you want to jump back?
I'm curious as to what, let's see, their growth. So...
I think you're going to get Disney there and go for one more Square.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This company's been on fire. There's no doubt about it.
It's a good area to be in terms of mobile payments, right?
Yep. Okay, so...
That's some growth, man.
Yeah, we did this yesterday because we were trying to figure out how it went from 1.3 billion in 2015. They went down to 686 million in 2016. Yeah. Now they're going to do 1.5 billion this year.
And I think that might have more to do with, and that's where didn't Jack Dorsey leave the company and then come back, or what?
No, the market was going out of their mind because Dorsey was the CEO of both of them.
Right.
And yeah, he still is.
Okay.
When I say both of them, we're talking about Square as well as Twitter.
I think they might have brought him back when it was doing that bad.
Okay.
That's it. Let's see if. Wow, they're putting his tenure 10 years, 2009. I don't know if that's when.
41 years old.
Did you ever go? So I've jumped around on this page a little bit. So let's see.
Show career highlights.
So here we go. See? So there you go. CEO and founder, 2015.
Okay.
So that's when
he came back.
He was interim in July, it looks like, and he decided to go with it because he went from CEO in 2009, looks like to chairman in 2011, but maybe he stepped down at that point. But either way, in 2015, they peg him as the interim. And then if you get back to that chart, where are we? Is that going to get us there? Let's go longer.
Yeah.
Let's
Look at that. That's quite
I know,
a chart.
it really is. He's having some trouble with Twitter, but let's
Look
back
at
it up
that.
a little bit more. I know.
Wow.
Yeah, one more year. Nope. That's 2015, I guess. That's right about when.
Well, they probably went public.
What? Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Let's see. You got. Yeah, there it is. November 18th, they went public. 2015.
So it was, yeah.
At $9. Check that out. At $9 and it's $74. That's an investment. Oh my God. Not bad.
Definitely.
That's a number. That is a number. Yep. Look at that. $8.64. June of 2016.
And there's talk that they're going to be getting into crypto too, right? Aren't they creating a marketplace or something?
Yeah,
they were talking
they're
about
doing
something.
something.
Yeah,
They're doing something.
They've been making some headlines in
Right.
there.
Let's go take a look at the some of the higher volume stocks and see what we have out here. So, okay. Look at Advanced Micro's up there every day.
It is.
They just love trading that stock.
It's only a $20 stock too, so.
Right, right. So you get Advanced Micro up 33 cents. We have Switch is down 3.50. We'll pull that up. That's quite a hit. It's only a $10 stock.
Yeah.
You get Square up 2.10. Tapestry. What is Tapestry? We'll pull that up in a second too. I mean, they changed that name. We'd know that. We're going to know that stock. But let's go to Switch first. I forget what Switch is. Okay, so Switch, they conduct, operate, manage data centers. Okay. That's quite a low out here. Let's see what. Yeah, that's an implosion. Yeah.
Wow. With earnings today, maybe?
Oh, this is like an implosion, like out of business implosion. 1 second. Let's see what we got here. So this went public at $17 October 5th. So let's see what they have to say.
Guidance shortfall. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut their full year guidance. Let's see. Yeah, so their prior range for full year or EBITDA, 216 to 224. They come in at 197 to 200. That's a big number.
That's a big number.
Yeah.
And the earnings got cut in half. They estimated 4 cents. They're going to make 2.
Yeah, I mean, percentage-wise, huge. You're talking about almost a 10% miss on your numbers.
Big
I mean,
time.
it seems marginal because it's only 25 million, but guess what? When you're only taking in 200 million, and you lose 20, that's a big-time loss.
It's a big-time loss.
Maybe that just might be all the margin that you needed to, have a lot of cash at the end of the quarter, right?
For sure. And, if we take a look, what's going to happen here, folks, is that next couple of days, we're going to get all the 13Fs that are coming out.
Okay.
So the 13F, so when the large funds, trust funds, anything, they have to file within 45 days after the end of the quarter. And what's pretty cool here, I saw this last night, and this is new. So when you first, I have the GLD up, right? When you first look at it, well, I'll show you something. It looks like Fidelity sold all their GLD. Okay, so it's very, very top. There's the filings, the 30th of June. That's the quarter that's ended. That's why it's 45 days, and it'll be exactly tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, then everyone has to file. So watch this. So they sold 6 million,
Yes.
700 shares, right?
Sold everything they had, basically.
Yeah. Now watch this. This is the first time I've ever seen this because I wasn't familiar with this company. I said, hold it, we have a buyer. Well, the buyer is FIL in Bermuda, and when I hit this is Fidelity International.
Nice.
At 8.8 million shares.
Sure.
So I'm trying to figure out, is this a tax deal that, that they have plenty of funds? I mean,
Sure.
it's not, you have funds over in Bermuda. It's like, okay.
From one fund to the next,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. They
just
swapped
to
it
spin it
off.
around.
I know.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense, man.
Yeah.
when you see how that breakdown is. So that's the good news. The bad, when I first brought that up, I says, oh man, because when Fidelity goes in and out of anything, folks, okay, if they're coming into your equity, it's heaven. If they're going out of your equity, it's a huge problem because they're just so big.
Sure.
They're just so big,
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials trading up 113. Nasdaq's up 40. S&Ps are up 13. Gold's catching a little bid. We'll see whether they can do anything. It's up 660. Silver's up 11
I was
cents.
going to say, Bitcoin only $40 above that 6,000 price.
Oh, Bitcoin's in trouble. Bitcoin's in trouble. Stay right there, folks.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up $1.30. You get the Nasdaq up 48. S&Ps are up 16. Let's go and take a look at these S&Ps. So look at this. You get some some heavy trading here. Look at that.
Quite a little run there.
If you happen to be, in your car, folks, or you're looking at a chart, this has been quite a morning.
We're up 15 S&P points since we came on the air at 10 o'clock, since your 10 o'clock update. Lows at 28.26. We're now at 28.41.
Right.
Quite a run.
Yeah, no doubt. And, if we go over to that gold contract, just take a look at gold for a second. We had gold yesterday, went down heavy, down at 1198. you're up 650, but it needs a lot more than this, man.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just down a lot, up a little, right?
Yeah,
down a lot, up a little
exactly.
in terms of.
That's a dead cat right now. You know, we'll see where the baby does shake out. The dollar's not giving it up. The dollar's at 96.275. The dollar would have to get back inside that lower range. That would be inside the 95.040.
And I was just pulling up Apple because I saw that spiking as well from a similar 10 o'clock. It was at 2.840. I mean, it's up $1.20 just since that 10 o'clock. So that's where you're getting some of that action in the markets in terms of. I was watching that 207.05 is the number that pegs it at $1 billion. And so, I mean, it's back approaching 208. It's like not going to happen. Apple staying above that trillion. Excuse me, trillion, not billion, right?
Yeah.
You got to get that one.
And Amazon. Let's go look at Amazon because Amazon, you gave it up yesterday and pops right back up. Well, when I say
not quite at that high, right?
Yeah. You know, Amazon yesterday hit a high of 1925, closed at 1896. Bang, and right back upside.
Just remember, Bezos has about 80 million shares. So every $10, he's making 800 million. So $10 is almost $1 billion to the bottom line. Not bad.
Gotta love it. Stay right there, folks. We get Fast Market coming up next. TD Ameritrade. And, of course, we're going to our man Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. The Taz Profile Scanner Plus, developed by John Logan and his team, is a standalone piece of software that can change the way you trade. Let the Taz Profile Scanner work for you by scanning over 5,000 financial instruments